You are right. Too late now. Moment of your time.
Sure. After I'm done delivering something.
Yeah, we can just say he moved it back on one of the nights. It doesn't really matter too much.
What can I do for you?
Fisherman, you understand that there are things that need to be done that are not good. And we have to do them to the people we care about so we can protect them. Understand such things.
You could say that, yes.
Sometimes you have to do sneaky, roundabout things to protect the people you care about. People you are loyal to.
You have a point to this?
People like you and I have to do the hard things. We're going to a hallback tonight.
And may I ask how you would think I would be?
Stand by. It's people.
The sooner I get this done, the sooner I can go north.
I know you're going to be there, and I am going to be there as well. We have things we need. But if you see me, I'm not against you. And you have to understand, we do things to protect the people we care about and keep them out of harm's way. Do you understand?
I understand.
You cannot know about me. It's to keep him away from this. This is what I am asking for. I'm not doing it to go behind his back, betray
And
him.
do you truly understand what you're asking?
Just asking you not to tell him, that's all. I swore an oath to protect him. This is the best way I can do that.
No, there's more than tech.
You also have to
You
protect
know
me. This is my way. This is how I can protect myself, by hiding in the shadows. So that if something does happen, it does not fall back on him. Or Raylan, or you. Or Haskar, or anyone. I know where your loyalties lie. I'm asking you to see the bigger picture. And this is not something he will never know. He will know eventually, but for now, I need to be able to move into the shadows as the Lord. You have to see this is the best way to protect him
Tell
from this
after
life.
this mission.
Eventually. Things that need to be done.
Sooner than later.
I'll do my best. You have to understand this is a shield for... I don't want him there. I don't want him involved. I don't want his face to be seen with Kyler's. But this is the only way we have to do this. We need to be able to move around, not as a lordling. This is what this is all about.
I will not keep my mouth quiet about it. After the mission, you have 3 days to tell him.
I hope you reconsider by then. Because when he does know this, it puts him in danger. Know that. Puts me in danger too. Are you going to actively put your lord in danger? I'll let you consider it at least. But for now, I need this. And I know you know that. It's not as cut and by the book. Sometimes there are murky gray areas, and that is where this exists. And I know you've had to do things like that in the past too. I will let you consider it, of course. Expect you to... I know it's a big thing for you. You are the only one I can trust.
I will think on it.
Thank you.
Behind the couriers, underneath a small tree.
It's empty.
I could just sell it then.
If you want to sell the lockbox, you can. I don't need it. Your timing was quite bad.
It could have been, yes.
I know you need to use like some kind of special wood to make bows, but that's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, that's ridiculous, you know? There's fucking 13 pieces of wood for Erica's bow. And, you know, I didn't want to put that strain on the rest of the entire workforce because, could you imagine if I couldn't get you your barrel for at least, 4 days because one person wanted a bow? That is what that is equivalent to.
That is just ridiculous.
So that is the only reason why I haven't followed Erica.
Quite literally. So the box. Tiny little box.
That is morbid.
We can
It
still return
is.
to Nicholas. I did, jokingly, but
cushion.
Good luck finding someone in this city to do
Good
that.
afternoon. Oh,
Kyler,
I think it'd be nice though if it's my mainstay.
Hey.
are you well?
Yeah, I'm
Hey.
fine. You can see he's very distracted. I saw you, Penny. You around? Or Mira?
Yes, I believe they are at the gate right now to start training with Sir Gregor.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
You wanted to talk to me earlier, but I was preoccupied. I'm just checking in with that.
Understandable. Hey,
I'll see you around, okay?
just checking up on you.
Yeah.
Hi, hi. Let me know if there's anything you need.
Absolutely. I'm a lonely soul.
Sergeant.
I suppose that makes sense.
You just walk really slow.
Right. Sure, run really fast.
Evening.
Sorry, Guardsman.
Hello,
Did you see Penny leaving here recently?
Penny, you'll have to give me a description. I'm new.
Yes.
Not quite familiar. with the
Yeah.
names yet.
She has a, she wears a coat and has like a hood. Like a furred hood.
Furred. Oh. Don't believe I've seen anyone with that description.
Fuck. Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Hope you find her.
You wouldn't happen to have any fats I can buy off you at exorbitant rates, do you?
I may have bought all the fat that the fat man sold.
Sir Wilmot, good sir. How are you today?
That's not accurate. It's blurry. Especially with how murky the water is here, you don't get a good reflection.
Well done as whatnot. And yourself,
Oh,
good sir.
thank you. Yes.
I don't like
I
the way you
smelled it,
stare
it's
at me with
fine.
those cold dead eyes.
Yeah.
Copper.
Hello again.
But it looks at you with incredulity in its eyes, as though challenging you.
Silva did not mean to start. So was beside Silva, so one did move.
Okay. Well, I hope I'm not interfering with anything you're doing.
Silva was just resting.
course. Tom.
You ready?
Oh, right. Let me put this down.
Did you still need to talk to me, Penny?
At some point, I wouldn't want to keep you from anything.
No, I'm free, that's why I came to seek you out. But if you're in the middle of something, I can wait. So.
Well, I hope you're not too busy. I just need this training, and then I'll have that conversation with you, okay?
I'll be around. Enjoy.
Gloria, glory, 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 glory. Good boy. I got the water you wanted.
Hey, Lottie.
I'm on guard duty again.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Good to hear. So, I guess we'll run until we reach the other building.
Helps us remember what they're for.
Oh, Kyler. Perfect.
Jack.
I should have your oil ready by tonight, but it probably won't be usable until tomorrow morning. I'll put a wax seal on it, so once it is ready, you can just crack that open and it should be good to go. If you want to come by later tonight and pick it up, I can get that for you.
But you have one that is usable tonight?
I already sent that to the, it should actually be at the,
right,
smithy
yeah.
if you haven't picked it up yet.
I'll check through the boxes. Yeah, I'll swing by later and pick it up.
Alright.
Thanks, Jack.
Okay. No problem.
Why do I always try and go off?
It's not you who is to blame. It's him for making you do that.
Kyler, as you come around the corner, an odd sight. The flower that Faye has knelt before is falling apart. The petals fall from the stems and almost seem to turn to dust before they reach the ground.
You said it yourself, Faye. You only thought you were doing what was right because it's from one who had never led you astray before. I cannot blame you for that. Heartless monster's actions. I hope he hears it. This is not keeping a balance. This is just adding sadness into the world. He's glad that I was able to help you, so that he at least could do one thing. Give him
You can see Faye is piling the ashes onto a piece of cloth that she has.
Do you need a hand?
No. I'm gonna put him in the place that he always loved. I'm gonna put him in the grove. This is all I have of him. Thank you, God. Mother,
yes.
you notice she has a pouch. I'm gonna take these ashes to the grove.
Please do.
Sad.
It's all right. They're friends.
If you say so.
Want me to keep an eye on Faye?
I can.
Okay.
She's going to the grove, so if you're going to go there, for just the time being, stay at least.
Thank you.
What?
I'll keep an eye.
You'll be able to follow.
What in the house was that?
Him granting
If I walk with you, Faye.
You can walk with me. I just don't know if you can walk where I'm going.
Yandel has given me the blessing for today. So I can keep an eye on you. Safe. That Lucian.
Hmm?
Was that Lucian's flower?
No.
Kind of came in
It
the
was
middle of
Blaze.
everything. Oh.
It was... He's dead. He just died.
How do you know?
I just know. Trust me. I know. The flower was tied to him. Through a bond.
I'm so sorry.
I am too. Kyler, can I borrow your dagger real quick? Or your... Oh, thank you. She's just slowly breaking up the ground. Sets the pouch in the ground. It's not when I was 16. To bring you up to speed, Kyler, from what the young elf girl was telling us, the description of a man in a hood with the sword of what Yandel has saved her from someone that was whirling around a ball on a chain, a flail. Inquisitor. He met his end with the Inquisitor.
Oleander?
I don't know. She fled Lion Hall. She said her adopted parents were human. So somewhere's around in that area. I don't know. It's just what the description that she gave, and the forest was letting me know. I could feel this plant growing cold and silent. And the very faint sobs of the man dying.
It's terrible.
Is it?
Getting pretty tired of this, I'll be honest, Faye.
You and me both. All they do is know how to take.
Yeah. He was a good man. As honorable as a knight, but still not.
I'm pretty sure if Arn would have fought beside him, he would have said he was a knight nonetheless.
I probably would have knighted. After him giving himself up for those bandits instead of Iandel. Yeah.
Come, I don't want to leave Mother alone. I head back to her.
After you. How's Iandel taking it?
I really don't know, Kyle.
It's been seeming pretty attached recently, at least when I've spoken to.
Yes, and this is what she did not need. All I can do is be by her side and comfort her. And also tend to our new friend that we made.
Blessed to have you, Faye.
Sometimes I don't know.
You don't blame yourself for this, do you?
Yeah, I do. I was following the orders of the Guardian. Because I thought it was what was best for Mother.
Sometimes we have to do hard things to protect the people we... That doesn't mean it's on you, though.
I know. Just... I think this is just made Mother's path even more clear for her.
And how do you feel about, you know...
Kyler, at this point, I don't know. I really don't know. He's the only thing that we have left other than when the Guardian Silver comes around that knows about these things. Yes, I am apprehensive. Yes, I am cautious of that man. I don't know what to really truly think of him because I never met him. I've only seen him in passing those 2 times.
I'll spare you my feelings, but I'll just ask that you be... I know you will. Hurt to be reminded.
I know. No, I don't mind the reminding at all. you were gonna come in.
That she was not a high elf like them. Or they wanted her to believe that she was a half elf. That she is not. She is fully an elf of the wood.
You're saying
And
that's what
that's-
I am.
Yes. You are a wood elf. And more so, one that has been born with this potential to be bonded to another and understand them on a level far beyond what anyone else ever would. And be that bridge for something that can be used both to create miracles and create sorrow. Like what I fear that would have happened to you had that Inquisitor been able to get a hold of you.
It still sounds unreal.
I wish there was a way that I could make it easier to take in or believe, but I have no reason to lie to you about it. Especially if it's because of his final sacrifice, too. He knew I was trying to find others like yourself.
Why?
From
Because of his
groups.
bond.
More than that. Because they have been displaced. Their tribes, people that were like them or cared for them, destroyed, broken, shattered by the Empire, and scattered to the forests or into hiding.
I've never been in a
sought
forest.
to
I've never done that.
that you might remember.
There could be some mistake, couldn't there? The markings be something else.
There's no mistaking it. I've had those for as long as you remember, yes?
Yeah. This is true.
And they are not something that can just be wiped away, or they are a part of you.
I have nowhere else to go.
I would be, even if it wasn't from him sending you here in search of us. The fact that you are here.
Straight up was gonna ask them for potions. Figured it wasn't a good time. Oh, that's fucking sad.
Can I push?
Hmm?
You know she's looking for you.
Penny?
Aye.
Yeah. Listen, I was met with the Dryad and folk. You recall Blaze?
Yes.
Apparently he was
The
killed.
Imperial?
He's fighting an Inquisitor. Apparently.
Kyler,
Hmm.
did you see?
See what?
Come over here.
Just sat down.
Just Kyler, please.
Oh, sorry.
It's not that I don't trust you, it's just... It's a Kyler thing.
It's a Drow thing.
What is going on over here?
What's up?
He's out. He's just walking around.
They just let him go.
As far as I know. He was just walking around conducting business.
Talk to the guard captains and see what's going on.
Sorry, I had a headache. What did you say?
Said I'll talk to the guard captains and see what's going on.
Right. I'm off to bed, but if you need any help tomorrow, let me know.
Thank you, Mayor. Where are you sleeping now anyway, by the way?
Farms.
Right. You can kind of like pad the hay out into an area, and then if you can put it behind barrels, you get a pretty good stop from the wind.
I have a bed.
Oh, okay, never mind. I figured you were sleeping in the stables.
No, they've set me up with one of the vacant homes in exchange for guarding it and occasionally plowing the fields.
Oh, that's very nice of them.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Yeah, sure. I'll do some digging and see what they decided in the end. There might be a loophole that he went through or something. I'll let you know.
Perfect. Thank you, Kyler.
Good night, Mary.
See you tomorrow.
Hopefully.
Good night.
I'll keep an eye out for any horses leaving.
I want to scare you so bad, but I'm not good.
I appreciate that. But it tells me something's on your mind. Kyler, I know, would do it without hesitation.
Been a busy day. What do you need?
Well, did you want to talk about it? I didn't mean to make this sound like just business.
No, I'm looking after you.
You know,
You're part of my family, so you said you needed me, so I'm here.
part of your family.
You're like a cousin, didn't we decide that?
I mean, we did, but... I don't know if I buy into that the same way everybody else does.
How so?
Well... It's like... I mean... Having a family is fine. It's fun to have a mom and a dad and be a part of that little dynamic. But after a while, don't you ever feel like it's a fun thing?
It depends on how you look at it, I suppose. It's as deep as you want it to be. For instance...
I suppose that's fair.
I'm entirely committed to Arn and Raylan. You know, all of that. I have nothing else. But if to you it's symbol something, it's completely fine. That's how you view it. I don't think anyone has any expectations of you. But what I was getting at is you're someone I care about. So when you ask me for help or you say you need going to be there, regardless if we put the label of family or friend or whatever on it.
Well, I appreciate that. I guess, I don't know. This is just new to me, and I guess I was looking for a little insight.
Sure.
As to, I guess, how you felt about the whole thing. Especially considering, I don't know. I don't know how long you've known Arn or Raylan for. It sounds like you've known them forever.
No. Only a couple of months, really.
Really?
Yeah. I've never had a family before this.
Time.
It's not, but time's weird. When you experience things with people, it kind of skews it. I was born in Gradio. My dad left before I was born, so I never had that sort of figure in my life. Mum was
I see.
murdered when I was young, so never had that figure
I'm
either.
sorry to hear that.
I don't know much from your past life, but to me, it's a mixed bag. You're happy that you have people that care about you and support you and call you one of their own, but it's worrying. Most of the people I get close to end up leaving or dying, so part of me wants to keep them at arm's distance. That makes sense.
I understand that. I feel like everybody who's ever gone missing from my life, I've never gotten the chance to say goodbye to. They just disappear.
I think that's why it's important to appreciate what we do have. Whatever it is. I want to put a label on it and call it family, It's people you hang around with or care about. It's fine.
I guess it's just a little hard for me to buy into at first. Don't get me wrong, Yrsa's the closest thing I have, but I'm still wrapping my head around the concept, you know?
Yeah, I get that.
Because I had a mother, I had a father, I had a whole village, and well, there's only actually the killings really didn't start until about 6.5 months ago. I mean, don't get me wrong, we lose people in the winter all the time.
Hasn't been an adjustment period, I suppose. All been happening quick for you, and now you're realizing the first time you're stopping and looking around at your surroundings and a little confused about it. Sounds like everything's been happening pretty quick for you.
I feel like you're the only one who knows how I feel.
Sorry. I don't want anyone to feel it.
Do you feel that way too?
Probably for a very long time. It's been decades since seeing my mother's face or anything like that. Not that you forget, but there's that extra time to be alone and process it that you might not have had.
Everybody wants smiles as soon as possible. I don't blame them. It's hard to handle people when they're sad.
Yeah. Yeah. There's comfort in someone letting you be you. If you're sad, then you're sad and they're there. If you're happy, then you're happy, and then that's the best kind of people to surround yourself with, I found. Of course, they don't want you to be sad, and they'll try and cheer you up a little, but well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Are you having doubts about going up north?
How did you know?
You're giving off the vibe of someone who doesn't know where there are directions. A boat on the water without a sail.
In a raging black ocean with nowhere to go.
You know, if you decide to stay,
I've...
I think anyone hold it against you.
No, I have to go. I don't think I've ever been terribly far from Adwick. Maybe Barley, maybe Ledford, Oakenbrook, Ambershire, sort of the surrounding cities. Here and there, but never north.
I've never been north either, so we can experience it together.
Are you coming too?
Yeah, I'm getting my winter clothes. I go where Arn goes, and Arn's going north, and I go north.
You know? I think that makes me feel a little better, strangely.
I don't know why. I'm not good for much, but hey, makes you feel better that I'm happy.
That's quite the sword you have on your side.
Oh, it's an S stock.
A what?
It's an S stock.
As opposed to a B stock or a T stock?
Well, I tried a D stock, but it was too big, so I had to scale it down to an S stock. The point is, it's a longer blade, but it has no cutting edge.
Oh, I get it, because the...
Well, not necessarily, but a lot of them do have that. There's no cutting edge, it's mainly just a point. And if you look at the blade itself, it's curved, so it's stronger. See how this little bit's kind of grooved out?
Oh.
Yeah. It allows you to puncture through chain easier. It's good for dealing with armored people. But it's more about the person who uses it.
That's another thing.
Hmm.
You never struck me as a person who was terribly combative. I mean, the armor should have given it away, and I knew you were good with knives, but you hold yourself like a man of great honor, and I've heard all kinds of things about Drow. You're nothing of the like.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I have honor. I was born in Gradia. I wasn't born with the other Drow. So I never really knew how I was supposed to act. That made sense. Sarah was teaching me. The more she taught me, the more I think it fit me. I don't know, maybe if I was born and raised there like her, it would be different, but I don't know, you're the product of your surroundings, is what Anne said, I think. That's why you're right, I'm not very combative. I'm a street rat. I don't really go one-on-one with people. Do with what we have.
You went one-on-one with me.
Yeah, and how did that go?
There was a lot of screaming involved.
No one will hate you if you decide to stay in Adwood, Penny. If traveling up north is not for you, then it's not for you. And anyone who tries to force that on you doesn't understand you.
That's why I wanted to give you this about the other day.
Oh. Thank you, Penny.
It's Mira.
I didn't know which one you wanted to go for, if you were feeling the whole family thing.
It's the name Erikar gave.
I understand.
I should like to keep it. Anyways, so... Sorry for beating you up on your birthday.
Fine. Best beat up I've ever had on my birthday, actually. But...
So, later tonight, I'm going to go hunting for something called... Oh gosh, what is it? It's a name.
I would hope it has a name.
Moonshashi petal moon.
Bless you.
It blooms at night. The chew.
Uh-huh.
And I could really use someone who can see at night and find something I can't see. But if you don't want to go, I'll just take an old torch and I'll go wandering off in the woods.
I do want to go with you. I feel like that would be kind of fun. It's been a bit, but I'm down tonight.
Leave town?
Just for the night.
Whatever for?
There are some people that...
What's going on?
have wanted to kill me for a while. From my past. Gradia.
That's really serious.
Honestly, you kind of get used to it. But, I was trying to find the person. I knew who it was, but I was trying to figure out where he was. For the longest time we couldn't find him, but today, after they tried to kill me again, we managed to get a note off them. So we know where he is. After him. So. If all goes to plan, I should be back by the morning. If not, then...
All by yourself.
On Gregor and Raylan. But... the things I have to do alone.
Well, you won't be alone.
Yeah. It's one of those things, though. Worried about them getting hurt because of being around me. We talked about. We'll see what happens. It's something I'm good at, though, so I'm sure I'll be fine.
Oh, it's like Ursa says. If they go of their own accord. Their life is theirs. They know what they're getting into.
Yeah. I don't really have much other choice, so... But... I can deal with it tonight. That would be 40 years of history dealt with.
I really hope it goes well.
Me too. Let's hope that this is a good luck charm.
Cheer up, cuz.
Oh.
It was gentle.
Yeah, but that's the shoulder I got shot with a crossbow earlier.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, gosh.
It's okay, don't worry about it. I'm used to it. Honestly, my shoulder's
ask
more
you next
scarred than
time.
it is skin at this point.
Maybe you should get armor for that specifically, like just one metal sheet right there specifically, since they like to hit that spot all the time. You ever think about that?
Yeah.
Just getting armor for parts and pieces that
I don't think I'm allowed to.
weapons favor.
Well, if I would get it on my left leg. I always get hurt in the left leg.
Left leg and shoulder, boom, invincible.
Or I could just carry a tall shield, but that doesn't really suit me. Not my style. I'd rather get shot by crossbows.
No one be able to see your white hair.
Exactly. He just flicks it. There's a lot happening right now. A lot of moving pieces. I feel like I don't really have time to stop and breathe sometimes, you know?
Yeah. Well, if you ever want to hang out, we can play stupid games sometimes. Sometimes I forget what it's like to be my own age.
How old is that, by the way, anyway?
I'm all about it. Honestly, I lost track after 16. But I think I'm... somewhere between 19 to 22.
You're so young.
I'm still a youngling. Yeah, are you old?
I'm 85.
I thought that meant that you were still a babe in Drow years.
In
or
Drow
whatever.
years, yeah, I'm like adolescent. But, you know, I mean, it depends if we're comparing it relatively or not.
It just means that I'm still younger than pretty much everyone.
Yeah, and you can still hold your own. something to be said about that.
Not too bad. I've got loads of experiments. Cyrus says I'm a prodigy. I don't know what that means, but I think it's a good thing.
I've only ever used, well, heard it used in a good way, so I don't think they're insulting you.
Hmm. Lots of people out tonight.
I think they're patrolling, worried about those, browners.
I'm worried about orcs.
There's a lot to be worried about. Can't spend our days just worrying.
Well, I thought of the... You're right. Well, I thought of the dumbest game when you get back.
Okay.
We're gonna fill something with flowers or seeds or something.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta take turns hitting it to break it open. It'll be hoisted from a tree. It's a very durable pot or some kind of satchel or bag. And we'll just hit it. And whoever breaks it wins.
But why?
Don't you play dumb games?
I played a gambling game today, actually, with Vesteel.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Have you ever played hide and seek?
Kind of. We did a variation of it. It's... You,
Frog slaps.
What?
Frog slaps. Have you ever played that before? Frog
No.
slaps.
What is frog slaps?
It's a game the girls would play. It's a hand movement, and you have to keep with the pattern. And it's a whole rhyme you say while you do it. You've never played with a jumping rope or the hoop and the stick or a game of buckets and horseshoes?
I've seen kids at orphanages play similar games, but never had the ability to. I didn't have much of a childhood, in case you haven't gathered by now.
When you come back, it's game time.
Game time, okay. Sure. You can
I'm gonna
teach
show
me
you
all these games.
all the fun games.
Good. I look forward to it.
Maybe then you won't be so dark and brooding, huh?
That's kind of my whole thing, though. I think to get rid of it at this point would be to get rid of me as a person.
Well, I'm not trying to rebrand you, Kyler.
Sounds like you are.
Maybe broaden your horizons, put a little depth in you.
Could you honestly see me playing with a hoop or a stick or something? Honestly. Prancing around. Doesn't seem like me.
No, but I think you would have fun.
Fun. Fun.
How do you have fun?
I don't know. It's not really been a priority for me.
Well, how is that living?
That's also not been a priority for me.
Kyler, what?
It's always been about survival, not about living.
Well, if you can't live, then you're not living. So we'll fix that. When you come back, I'll show you some of the more fun games.
Okay.
And hey, there's going to be a festival, so you have to go.
Yeah. Apparently Alan's fighting in that.
I heard he was peer pressured.
Yeah, he was basically bullied into it.
Terrible.
Yeah. Imagine giving in to peer pressure.
Mm. Well, if you want to go back to brooding for the evening. My talk is thus concluded. You're free to go, Kyler.
Mission complete. Are you heading back into the city, or are you going to stay out under the stars for a bit?
I think I'm going to stay out under the stars for a bit.
Yeah. You be careful. Weird things in the woods and such.
You too.
Thank you, Penny.
Like
Yeah.
crazy witches.
Getting used
No
to
problem,
it. Terrible
Kyler.
with names. I'll see you around,
It's
kid.
alright, it's a North thing. Cavagnon.
Cavagnon.
Evening, Kyler.
Lynn?
Fancy the trip to the swamps?
Oh, I was up in the rocks.
Yeah. What's going on in the rocks?
Brooding.
That could be better, but...
Careful, chap, don't go falling down now. You might hurt yourself.
I'm hating how it only shows up when it's just us guardsmen around and no one else to actually witness.
Evening. Captain's about?
Last I saw the captain, he went in the barracks. Could be turning in for the night.
I'm not sure.
About Liliana?
I haven't seen her.
Right. Okay, thanks, guardsman.
Get around.
I suppose so. Don't look now, but the third back. Oh.
That being said, Jack could probably get it. After all, you're getting married.
Oh, come on.
What?
Were you not there?
Oh, that's
I'm not
right.
supposed to live by.
That's right, good point, sorry.
Who was
It
that?
was that.
It's odd. Sorry, I do a lot of people watching, and I've kind of gotten used to all the faces that come out in the evening. I just saw a young woman. I don't think I've seen in this part of town, at least not recently. She had blonde hair.
No idea.
I've got an idea for them.
Do you have what I asked for?
They were maybe unconventional.
I do.
I'm going to
We're
pick
right
a
here.
flower to represent each one of them. I'm going to set them in a pile and light them in a blaze as if I am lighting them for their ashes.
Liliana. Captain. A moment.
Yes, Kyler.
Father Martinez,
No, what?
even the unconventional, has agreed to read them their last rites.
Can't help that
Miss
notice
Carla?
our mutual friend is walking around.
I think that'll be good. I think they'll be doing them a great service.
Thanks, Jack.
I'm going to need a lot more strength than
Is there a
I've
reason
lost
for
in the
that?
next few days.
I feel
Yes,
like it
we
was pretty cut and dry.
Can I count on you for at least some of it?
With the festival.
It's difficult to say. It's hard to really say as far as you understand how Osgood runs. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Promise you that much.
I hear they're
Not
going to
anything
let
physical.
the public enter after.
We'll have to go over him,
Knights
but
do their thing.
say for now, we're keeping a close eye.
I'm going to enter myself.
Gods know I'm not leaving tonight.
I'm not gonna let a damn thing stand in my way.
Yeah, I've testified against him, and people know about that now. And he probably knows about that now. So, hopefully my throat doesn't get slit in my sleep.
Even despite all this that's happened.
My advice is just be as guarded as you can. Be watchful.
Yep. But am I not?
Would it be the first time someone would kill me with a knife?
I will not let this be.
Won't be the last. Anyway,
I give up.
I'm turning in for the night. A pleasure as always, Captain. Jack?
Don't give up till you're dead.
Likewise. Do take care.
And even then, I'll crawl out of my grave and strangle the person that struck me down.
That would be horrifying.